next to the intensity stage is act number 31. Please welcome Kiss Kiss.
I have to admit, I'm very nervous watching this solo. I hate to put this much pressure on my child, but she has to win because I really want her there at Nationals competing against these kids.
I've had enough. Tell myself, come on, get up. Kiss, kiss me, gonna miss this baby. I'll see you later. Now I'm moving on. Kiss, kiss me, gonna miss this baby. Oh, kiss, kiss.
And that was Kiss Kiss number 31.
When I came off stage after my solo, I thought I did great, and I just wanted to show Abby what I could do.